Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out The Film Geek. And today I'm doing something a little bit different on Forgotten Franchises. I'm actually going over a franchise within a franchise. So today I'm talking about the Ewok Adventures. The Ewok Adventures were two made-for-TV movies that both came out on ABC during 1984 and 1985. Both of these movies did find themselves on VHS and Laserdisc in 1990, and then on the DVD that I just held up in 2004. And that's the last we hear of the Ewok Adventures. Just like the holiday special, the Ewok Adventures is doomed to be forgotten. But I don't let shit go, so I'm gonna talk about the Ewok Adventures. The first movie in the series is The Caravan of Courage in 1984. This movie centers around a family that crash lands on the forest moon of Endor and then is attacked by a big giant. The parents are kidnapped by this giant and the two siblings are left to try to find mom and dad. Well, of course these two siblings are found by the Ewoks who lend them a hand in finding their parents. Okay, so what do I like about this movie? Alright guys, look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to shit on these movies because honestly, they're terrible. And I'm not just saying that as a Star Wars fan, I'm saying that as a person who likes to watch movies. These things are almost unwatchable. They're really, really bad, especially this first one, The Caravan of Courage. The acting is just horrendous.
No, Mace, no!
Be quiet, Cinder.
They weren't hurting me.
These might be the guys who have mom and dad.
I think they want to be our friends.
All that aside, I would like to remind everybody that when this came out, this was the only Star Wars we had. Yes, this was the end. This was the last time that I'm gonna see Star Wars, a new Star Wars movie until the prequels. So, yeah, I kind of have a soft spot for them. So the best I can figure out with Caravan of Courage is it takes place sometime after Jedi, and the only reason I know this is because, well, the Ewoks don't seem too awful surprised when they meet a human child, or a human being at all. They just kind of like, oh, hey, look, another one of these things. I hope those guys in the white helmets don't come back, but these other guys are okay. Now, one of the things that's kind of weird about this movie is in the first part of it, it's kind of like a nature documentary.
In an Ewok village on the moon of Endor, Deej tries to summon two of his sons who went into the woods and have not returned.
It's narrated by Burl Ives. Yeah, Burl Ives narrates this, and it comes off as like a weird nature documentary at the first part of it. And to be honest, I like that. I dug it. Like, he's going through this whole thing narrating it, but because they're Ewoks and all, it just feels like they're talking about meerkats in the Sierra Desert or something. I don't know if meerkats are in the Sierra Desert. Wherever meerkats are, it's like watching a documentary about the meerkats, right? And it is meerkats because they're fun to watch. Ewoks are fun to watch. So yeah, that first part really is the best part of the movie when they're doing the whole nature documentary thing. And that's where I think the movie should have kept going. This movie would have honestly been a ton better if there would have been just one thing, the narrator, Burl Ives, talking over the Ewoks as they're just going through daily life, like they're really being filmed by a documentary crew. I think there's something here, guys. Disney Plus, there's something here, guys. So like I said, these movies just hold a very special place in my heart from my childhood. They're not good, but then again, all the hidden Star Wars stuff, it's not very good. Alright, that brings us to our next one, Battle for Endor, which came out in 1985. Yes, I know Star Wars geeks. This doesn't take place on Endor. It takes place on the forest moon of Endor. Alright, so our Star Wars Swiss Family Robinson is back at it again, but this time their ship is just about to take off. They're about ready to get off of this godforsaken rock and finally get back to Coruscant or wherever they're from. But wouldn't you know it, some local tough guys show up, and it's really kind of sketchy on who these guys are. I have no idea. They're pirates, they're slavers, I don't know, but they show up at the Ewoks village. They're searching for the power source for the ship so that the leader of this tribe of whatevers can fly off world. Yeah, okay, so I don't know anything about these guys. But anyways, So that's the story. They're about ready to get off of the planet. These bad guys show up. They attack the Ewok village. Now here's where things get dark. They kill Mom, Dad, and the older brother. Yeah, they do that. They kill them right off. The only survivor is of course, the most annoying member of the family, the youngest daughter. So now we get a movie with just her. Alright, so back again as Wicket is Warwick Davis, and that's great. Okay, so that's not where the story ends, of course. So the power source for the ship is stolen by the pirates, slaver guys. A bunch of Ewoks are also kidnapped. So Wicket and this kid go off to try to save them, alright? And lo and behold, they run into Wilford Brimley. Yep, that's right. 80s action icon, Wilford Brimley. I don't quite understand the casting of Wilford Brimley in this role, but okay, cool. He plays some kind of hermit who's crash landed on this planet also, who we're just now finding out about, despite the fact that, you know, there's been like an entire fight with the Empire on this same moon. It can't be that big. It's a moon. I digress. Alright, so Wilford Brimley agrees to help them out and find the other Ewoks and get this power source back because, hey, wouldn't you know it, Wilford Brimley also has a ship and all it needs is a power source. So they go after to get this power source, and they also bring along this freaking thing. It's a rat thing, and it's really fast, and again, it's part of the races on this moon, apparently. We've kind of, because I thought maybe he brought this thing with him, but no, he's from there. The Ewoks even seem surprised, so I don't know, man. He's just... Okay, so that's about as good as I can do with that one. I mean it, that's all I got for you. So, yeah, anyways, I don't really have a lot to say in the likes department in this movie, except going back again on the please do not judge me. I saw this when I was a kid. I was 9 years old when the first one came out, and I was 10 years old when the second one came out. And, yeah, they affected me in that manner, and that's it. I literally, like, when I got this DVD, okay, it was 2004, and it was in the $5 bin at Walmart, alright? This is an out-of-print DVD. This is literally the only way, unless you find a VHS or Laserdisc, that you can watch these. I don't see Disney Plus knocking down the door for no Ewok Adventures right now. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, fellas. I just don't. I don't think we're gonna see this on Disney Plus. So, as of right now, until Disney can figure out a way to make money off of it, this is your only way you can view it. Sorry. So if you don't have this already, very hard to find DVD, it's just gone. It's lost media. Now, I'm not to say that this is one of those uber pricey DVDs. I recently checked on eBay, and it's been selling for around $15 to $35, and that's various different degrees of quality, whether or not it's in good, basic, bad, just disc kind of quality. I didn't look at what the prices were going for and what condition. Just from $15 to about $35 you can get a hold of this. Unless you have some strong childhood connection, or you just want kind of an oddball Star Wars collectible, I don't really recommend them. I want to. Believe me, I want to recommend these. I want this to be this hidden Star Wars gem where I'm like, if you haven't seen this, you're not a true Star Wars fan. It's not that. It's not that. It's something that could have been awesome, alright? And I'm getting to that. And what I mean by it could have been awesome is Disney Plus. Hey, we have something here. I want an Ewoks documentary. That would be sweet. I mean this, and this is something I think would be really cool for all of the wildlife of Star Wars, all of the different planets, and I don't mean that the Ewoks are wildlife. What I mean is like the primitive cultures, or even not so primitive cultures, but some kind of anthropology type series on just the different cultures and everything of Star Wars. I think there's money here, people. There is. So I don't know, maybe somebody that knows somebody at Disney can get this across to him, say, Andrew the Film Geek, and he's got this great idea, and then they can shower me with the monies. Okay guys, that brings us again to the end of another Film Geek video. Thanks for checking things out today. If you like what you saw here, please hit the like button, and you know what, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscription, and as I always say, folks, keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.